And let me start this on a very official note by calling upon someone who is in itself an industry leader and expert. Well, I shall call upon now someone to give a welcome address and also to set the context of today's event. I'll now request and call upon Thirumalanath J.H., SVP and Business Head, South Asia, Adrenalin eSystems. Can we have a huge round of applause for him, please? Mr. Thirumalanath J.H., Senior Vice President and Business Head.
Am I audible? Good. My name is Thirumalanath. She tried to pronounce Thirumalanath and Thirumalanath J.H. You can call me as Thiru in short. I have 27 years experience. Wanted to become an HR professional in my career, but living in HR as a consultant, I work with HR professionals but not in HR. I think you get confused now. So opening address, I don't want to take much time here, but want to cover some of the key elements in HR. It is based on my experience, observation with many CHROs, and some of the research activities I do. Okay. Just spend 2-3 seconds by reading this quote. I've been reading this quote again and again for almost 20 years. Okay, it helps me to reflect. Sometimes it inspires, sometimes it makes corrections, sometimes disrupts myself. Sometimes I compete myself by reading this quote. It's a very important quote written in 18th century by Albert Hubbard. He's a philosopher writer. One machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man. So identification of an extraordinary man or creation of extraordinary man or transforming an ordinary man to extraordinary man is in the hands of HR professionals. Just want to start with thank you for all the HR community for bringing this transformation in the community. Okay, so I would like to go back to 25 years. When I think in the same month, December 1999, I was working with a 5-star multinational hotel chain. It was a Monday morning. There was a review, group level review in Chennai. All senior directors from US were there in Chennai. In that review, they talked about the competition, industry, consumer behavior, sales, cost, everything. But one of the directors asked a question towards HR after reading this sales and analysis business report. Gradually, the last 6 months, that business was going down. The competition is almost stable. Almost this company's business is 30% lesser than the competition, say Taj or Oberoi. The question to HR, why our region business is gradually going down? And there are a lot of deliberations happen. That meeting was over. So at young age, I was also very curious why this guy is asking this business results with HR. On that evening dinner, I was reporting to that foreigner. His name is Michael. I asked him the dinner, why you are asking this question to HR? He says, globally, at all leadership level, we want them to know macro and micro level. Macro is what is the business, environment, geopolitics, competition, consumer behavior, everything is a macro level. Micro level is a functional level. So we want HR to know, especially head HR, to know what is that the factor which is driving our business today, and what is helping us to grow, what is pulling us down. So the important lesson, what I learned here, I have captured in. So that I say 25 years back, that multinational company, American company, American companies. Another lesson I learned in American companies now, whatever non-core activities they outsource. Okay, then what is the core activity of us? That is another question. Okay, so from that day I learned HR is a strategic contributor for business growth. Okay, it's not transactional. At that time, now we are talking about, we are partners, business partners, we are transformation agent, change agent, all these things. But HR is a strategic contributor for business growth. And if you want much more detail, so HR has to understand the environment, business, and its goals so that they can align their activities according to the business goals and also create competitive advantage. It's not that sales or marketing create competitive advantage. It's an HR who creates competitive advantage through its workforce. Right? So let us come now. Now 2023. So you understand now the macro level and micro level. So what is that in macro level in India now? What is the Indian economy size now? Any idea? Yeah, 3.5, 3.6, somewhere it says $4 trillion. So let us look at the bigger picture. It's not working. 3.6 million, some study says about $4 trillion also. It's around $3.6 trillion it says in multiple. It's not working. Yeah. This one, right? So one of the reasons why, 10 years back, what was our economy size? Any idea? It was around $1.6 trillion. 10 years later, it is so more than double. And then next 25 years, it's going to be $35 trillion. That is the projection from analysts. The reason for this growth is due to rapid digital transformation and also the middle class population growing faster. So by 2020, we will touch $7.3 trillion. So we are now fifth largest economy in the world. So in the next 5 to 7 years, we will surpass Japan and Germany and become the third largest economy. The reason why I'm talking about these are very important for HR professionals. Sometimes, no, I'm not telling everyone, sometimes what happens due to day-to-day work, we get into micro level, we miss this bigger picture. So some of the tech pioneers, be it Sharat Sharma or other people who are selected by international agencies to contribute on artificial intelligence at global level. So it means India is becoming a tech power. So now think yourself, as CHRO, what your CEO or promoter, investor, shareholders, when they read this news in public or in newspapers, what they think about? They think about how to leverage this market, the growing market. What kind of business models we should bring in, right? So how to leverage this? This is what the top management thinks about. In a recent research, not only at Harvard, there are many research agencies, they asked one question, what is the topmost priority of a CEO now? Five things they asked. First, what CEOs worry about most is about finding and retaining the right talent. If we have this in place, the rest of the things to some extent taken care. There are other 3-4 items, out of which another 2 items are related to HR only. So CEOs worry about the talent, compliance, regulations, and there are other factors. So with this, how can we prepare the future? By leveraging tech. Without technology, we can't do anything nowadays. So we are well aware. So how HR can leverage technology and prepare for the future? I'm able to consolidate 5 topics at macro level. So This is based on several agencies' research. I would like to share this. One, at macro level, changes are too fast, adaptation is very slow. Changes are happening due to various factors. Various factors are influencing the business, so naturally business has to look at HR, agility. How are we going to adapt quickly? The next one is from a technology point of view. Most of the companies now have aspiration, but organizations need vision on how to benefit out of the emerging technologies. This is the second one. How do we balance technology with human touch? So more technologies we say, it's one of the CHRO said we want to automate, they have around 1,000 plus branches, we want to bring social collaboration tool. It's very important. But at the same time, he also mentioned we don't want to miss the personal touch. A pat on back is more than 100 credits through vouchers. Okay, so this is very important so that human skills and technology can bring synergy. So 1 plus 1 becomes 3 or 4 also. Fourth one, upskilling and reskilling. You know now off-life of skill now is average is 5 years. In tech field it's 2.5 years. And it's coming down also. When I reflect that first statement, one machine can do 50-man job, I reflect my skill is already expired or still do you have skill? So this is very important, upskilling and reskilling. There's a lot of technologies replacing manual work, repetitive work. Some kind of white collar work also getting replaced by artificial intelligence. So what is that we are doing to upskill as well as reskill our employees? The last one is about empowering multi-generational workforce. Gen Zs size is increasing, and at the same time traditionalist or Gen X, Y are also there. How do we manage all of them? So gig economy, there are multiple workforce is there. How are we going to manage this workforce? I think with the speakers, we have around 60 speakers today and tomorrow. 60 speakers multiplied with average 15 years is around 900 years. 900 years are available now. So it's up to us, how are we going to network with them, learn. So these 2 days are completely for learning. We have to keep that in mind. If we closely observe, ask questions, we can learn a lot in this next 2 days. So I leave it to the speakers and the audience to learn well in the next 2 days and enjoy these days. Thank you.
Well, can we have a huge and a zestful round of applause, everyone? Thank you, Mr. Thirumalanath, for being here. And we are absolutely grateful that you have welcomed the audience, addressed the audience, and of course, set the context of this event. And to felicitate you with the memento, I shall call upon Mr. Sanjay Kumar, Senior VP, HR and Admin, Apar Industries Limited. Can we have Sanjay Kumar on stage, please? Senior Vice President, HR and Admin, Apar Industries Limited. I also request gentlemen to please, be on the center stage. Mr. Thirumalanath, please accept this as a token of memento from us, and thank you. And we are extremely honored for your gracious presence out here. Thank you.